I might eventually put, like... Do you have something to say? Hi, everyone. Good to see you again. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. If you are not, my name is Cameron. I make a lot of book videos. I post several times a week. This is my full-length video of the week. But, as I mentioned in the last, billion videos I've done, I moved. But with moving comes packing up all my books and unpacking all of my books. So, that's what we're doing today. We're setting up another bookshelf, second of the year. It should be fun though. I have not acquired any new books. Maybe I'll talk about them while I'm setting it up, but haven't acquired any new books. My cat went out on the porch and screamed at me. But yeah, so today we are going to set up my new bookshelf, get lots of footage of that. So, come with me to the darkest room in my apartment. Hello everyone. Welcome to the darkest room in the new apartment. I don't know how good any of this footage is gonna be. The sun is still out right now. I will turn on lamps at some point. But yeah, welcome to the darkest room. Here's what we're working with. Our shelves have, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Our shelves have 6 platforms on them, so 7-ish shelves. The ones that you can't see right now that I'm going to get footage of are significantly bigger because I have some very large books that I want to make sure I can get on my shelves. If you were here for the last bookshelf setup, I don't have enough books to fill this bookshelf. Like, I got specifically these 3. I got them to grow into. So, I don't necessarily have enough books. But you know, we still have enough books to at least put something on every shelf. So, let's go ahead and do that. So, first big step is I have books strewn about everywhere. So, first big step is literally just going to be putting the books on the shelves. I will come up with an arrangement when I get there. She's being needy, so she's getting held. So as I was doing that, I did in fact, my goal was to get all the books off the floor, see how much I had. As I was doing that, I was like, it probably makes more sense to lay them out and see all the genres, all of the same genre laid together. No. My ADHD self said, we'll just put all of the books on the shelf to get them off the floor. You know what? It's much more spacious in this room. But now I have to go through all of this and see what the situation is. The trick about these bookshelves is, I don't even know how well you can see them, but the upper shelves, these top 4, are really only paperback size. But you see how evenly that paperback fits up there? It's almost the exact same size as the shelf. So, I have cornered myself into a bit of a thing where my paperbacks have to go on the top 4, and then my hardbacks, well, here's a hardback, a generally regular sized hardback. It's not fitting in there, so my hardbacks are gonna have to go on the bottom 3 shelves. The lowest shelf, I almost said the most bottom. The lowest shelf is the size of reference books. So, a coffee table book. I don't own a coffee table, so the coffee table books are going to go on the shelf. So now they're shelf books. Okay, they're just normal books. But these things are very big. So I made sure the bottom shelf was sized correctly for this. Yeah, so that was the big thing I wanted to tell you. My largest collection of books is classics. So I think I'm going to take one of these little bitty shelves over here and just make it my classic shelf. So let's start there and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so very first classic shelf is finished. I did leave one empty because I'm not sure what I'm gonna put there. I still have quite a bit of classics I want to buy, so I'd like to maybe grow into this shelf, but I also own a cat, so I will have to put something on that second to last shelf. So we'll see what it is. But nevertheless, that is 1 out of 4 bookshelves done. I think I'm gonna move into like my second biggest, which is probably, I don't know, I haven't decided yet. I'm either going to move into fantasy and sci-fi, or I'm going to move into lit fic, which is one of my bigger collections. So, enjoy. So the second one's done. I did find something to do with that empty shelf. I am just gonna fill it up with my miscellaneous fantasy stuff. I think there's still the occasional lingerer of fantasy. Like, I know Percy Jackson is still not here, but that's gonna go on this next set. For now though, I have 2 done, all wrapped up, all good to go. Actually, a lot more filled out than I was expecting them to be, which probably is going to mean that my big boy here is not going to be filled out hardly at all, which is okay, because once again, room to grow. We're trying to grow into a bunch of this stuff. So, yeah, but I went ahead and knocked out, like, put a bunch of my favorite authors, put a bunch of my favorite series. I have one coming soon for this shelf. Fingers crossed it fits. It's not released yet, so I don't know if it'll fit. Oh wait, this book is turned sideways. It'll fit. But yeah, so just a bunch of fantasy stuff. My bottom like reference shelf, the one that's big enough, is all D&D material. So it's almost time for her to eat. It is very, very close. So there's a mirror right behind here, so she's looking at that. Do you like it? What do you think? Anyway, but yeah, onto the next shelf. I think I'm gonna put like poetry and vampire and literature inspired by classic literature and a bunch of other miscellaneous things, probably my Percy Jackson series. And then that'll leave the giant shelf for like lit fic and teen fiction and probably romance. So, on delay. Start coming and they don't stop coming. So, as you can see, I didn't really finish this shelf here because I still have quite a few genres that I need to get through. But what I found is I don't, after this point, have like a ton of paperbacks, and a lot of the ones I do are quite tall. So we will definitely have to see how this top shelf up here gets filled up. I don't know. But for the shelf I just wrapped up, I put the 3 Alice Oseman novels that I have right here because I am planning on getting the box set of a Heartstopper. Like when all of them come out, I'm going to get the box set and hopefully put them right here. But this shelf is kind of miscellaneous otherwise. is vampire literature. The Hunger Games is on here, which I feel like is a social commentary, so I might switch the places around because I do have like a whole set of books that's just about social commentary. But it is also my only social commentary in the form of like fully world-built fiction. So I don't know, I'm still deciding. And then I have Percy Jackson stuff, which half of this shelf is also empty because I would really like to buy the rest of the series, the Heroes of Olympus series. And then I also at some point probably am going to try and pick up Trials of Apollo because I've never read it. So, and then we have Greek and Greek-inspired literature. We also have, it doesn't fit very neatly into the sci-fi category, but it's mostly sci-fi. And then we have a short story. I have 2 short stories. And then I have nonfictions and comics. There's like, I have the autobiography of Stan Lee and Batman and Psychology. So I was like, oh, those 2 kind of branch the nonfiction and, yeah, they branch and connect them. It makes sense. You'll see the shelf in a minute. Yeah, and then my reference books are all of my American Sign Language books, and then my 1 plant book and my few food books. So, yippee on that. I will update you if I fill this shelf up, but at this point I do not know. I do not know. So, anyway, on to the final shelf. I will see you later. We're done. A little bit of what I predicted. This shelf, totally empty. The one above it is almost completely empty also. What I've learned is I apparently need to get more paperback romances, which, spoiler alert for a future video, I did just order 8 paperback copies of a certain romance series. But, yeah, so, lots more space on this one, which is fine because I do find that I'm way more compelled to buy like thrillers / mysteries, and I'm really compelled to buy literary fiction and a bunch of stuff like that. And that's what a lot of what this shelf is. The only gripe I really have with myself is I can't display Outlawed from where I've placed it, and honestly I might put it on its own shelf just so I can display it because I love that book. If you haven't read Outlawed by Anna North, super easy read, super fast read. I really enjoy it. It just doesn't fit on this shelf. But yeah, so I also have decided that I might need some more fun literature because I have several really fun like young adult books here. And they just totally don't go along with any of my lit fic and or any of my romances because they're a lot more about like fun little self-love things, and all of my other self-love storyline books are kind of sad. So, but yeah, so that is what I have today. I am gonna let you go back to intro cam, and she's gonna do all of the end of video stuff. Hi, intro Cameron, again, nice to see you. I'm here today to provide the closing of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun setting this up, so that was really good. I like the arrangement of like the actual shelves a little bit better. Oh, a visit. But yeah, I was very happy with that. So, what was I saying? Thank you so much for watching this video today. If you liked it, give it a like. If you have some thoughts on my bookshelves, comment below. If you have been impressed by multiple of my videos, or you were just super impressed by this one, go ahead and subscribe. And if you are subscribed and you haven't hit the notification bell to see when I post, you should do that. I post one longer video every Sunday, and I post a bunch of shorts throughout the week. So, yeah, go support a local bookstore near you. Buy yourself a book you've been looking forward to. Go for a walk outside, try and get 10,000 steps in a day. Drink your water, and go visit your local library. I will see you all later. Goodbye!